Let's begin with profiling in OSINT. Profiling in OSINT focuses on collecting open-source information with a specific emphasis on self-expression. Unlike technical data collection, here we are looking at how individuals choose to present themselves to the world. We analyze posts, comments, tweets, and blogs. Images and videos in which the individual chooses to appear. Music, books, series, and other content they share. Their language and writing style, including slang, recurring errors, tone, and emotional expression. In other words, we examine the digital persona they construct. Linguistic and behavioral analysis. Next, we move to linguistic and behavioral analysis. Here, we examine how the person communicates. Is the discourse generally positive, negative, aggressive, or sarcastic? Do they tend to speak in the first person, emphasizing I, or in the third person, creating distance? What is their level of openness to self-disclosure? Language is never neutral. It reflects mindset, emotional state, and sometimes even deeper personality traits. Identification of recurring motifs. After analyzing communication style, we look for recurring motifs. What topics does the individual raise repeatedly? What values and messages appear consistently? Family, money, politics, hobbies, ideology? We also examine response patterns. How does the individual react to stress? How do they respond to criticism? Recurring themes often reveal core motivations and priorities. Cross-referencing with established personality models. At this stage, we can compare observed patterns with established personality frameworks. For example, the Big Five model, also known as OSINT, MBTI, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, or the Enneagram. For instance, an individual who frequently posts about social gatherings, uses humor, and demonstrates strong interest in group interaction may indicate high extroversion. These models are not definitive, but they can provide structured interpretive guidance. Behavioral profile construction. Finally, we synthesize everything into a behavioral profile. We ask, what motivates this individual? Recognition, control, knowledge, relationships. How do they respond to perceived threats? Do they act impulsively, or with deliberation? The goal is not to label, but to understand behavioral tendencies and likely reactions. Important note. It is essential to remember, psychological profiling through OSINT will never be 100% accurate. It is based solely on the information an individual chooses to disclose. That information may be authentic, it may be exaggerated, it may be strategically curated, or it may be entirely fabricated. Therefore, profiling must always remain cautious, analytical, and aware of its limitations.